So the second thing we can do once we start to familiarize ourselves with our sphere is we can bring our attention beyond just our physical, tactile, sensorial experience of our sphere, which is very important. It's the grounding mechanism for everything, for all the chi, all the life force, all the perceptions that come with our beautifully open, balanced yin-yang sphere. It's that sensory element that grounds it all, gives it an anchor. So being in our body, being in our physical senses is very important for establishing this beautiful field that opens and completes us and gives us new perspective. So what we can do now is we can start to shift into how we are feeling emotionally. And again, if we have trapped emotions inside of ourselves, we're likely to feel them move. And just as we are opening up, those emotions will start to untangle. And we can use the movements of our body to assist them. So if we have an emotion in our tummy, we can help draw that emotion out using the movements and the grounding senses of our body. And the same thing goes for thought patterns, looping thought patterns that don't seem to get anywhere, that keep us shut in little bubbles of perception. And we can do the same thing. We can address that part of our body and introduce space to it. Always coming back to the physical, sensory grounding that we've established. All the way from using our feet and waking up our physical senses in our palms and in our arms. So emotions are more attached to our physical bodies than they are to what's going in our thoughts. Our thoughts tend to just be references, I guess you could say, for our emotions, but where we actually feel them is in our bodies. So keeping that sensory dimension of this practice that we're doing helps the emotions be felt, be processed, be opened up, so that their story unfolds, just like we are unfolding. Okay, so now we're looking at the different elements of our energy field. It starts off physical. We're using our attention, our powers of observation, which mostly is from the inner eye. We can do this completely satisfactorily, in fact, sometimes more potently with our eyes closed, just using our mind's eye. And now we're introducing the element of emotion and what we could also describe as spirit, as those primal inbuilt directives to live and to seek certain connections in life certain understandings, certain gestalts, I guess you could say, needs for wholeness, needs for spiritual understanding and well-being and place. So all of these things, it doesn't matter what we introduce to our field, whether it's spiritual in nature or physical or just situational or just problems we're having, sorting out in our heads, whatever we introduce to our field, whatever layer of our being we introduce, it all opens up in the same way. Now, just notice here a couple of things, because we can really get good at using our body. So if we bring our weight forwards, we can really push chi down that leg and into the ground and out. So whatever movement our arms take, the chi will follow. And also, just a note for how to make the inner arms more sensitive is if we just turn our hands back a little bit more, it opens up the sensitivity of the inner arms. And so you can really drive a lot of spirit and energy forwards with the arms back. With the hands forward, it's okay. It's okay. It has a different sort of holding effect. But with the hands turned back, we really propel through.